Hello again,
Hi.
everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Sci-Fi Model Action on the Bench Live Hangouts. We're broadcasting to you live tonight. We've got a great group of modelers with us. We're going to do our usual thing here and have our panel discussion and share what we've been working on and discuss some tips and tricks for building models. So we're going to start things off first with our introductions. Let's go to our left here first and introduce Adam Corville. How you doing tonight, Adam?
Terrific. Yes, also have the handle name Mr. ATOS. I'm a frequent visitor and contributor to Sci-Fi Model Action, and I live down here in Southeast Texas. And been modeling for a number of years. And when we get around to it, I'll show you one little old thing I've been working on.
All right, Adam, great. And up next, we've got Armando Cabada. He's unfortunately at work tonight, but he's here with us for a little while. How are you doing tonight, Armando?
Doing great, Boyd. Sorry I can't show you guys much. I'm at work and I won't be going to be here for a few minutes, but thought I'd stop by and say hello. I'm here in South Florida, and I'm a regular contributor to your Hangouts, and I'm happy to be here.
All right. What are you working on right now, Armando? What do you got working on back at the shop?
I've got the Akira. I'm finally finishing it up. Obviously, I'm not going to have it finished by today, but I've been working on getting all the wiring organized so I can thread it down the rod and then seal up the saucer. And that'll be the end of the main assembly. Then I'll touch up the seams and the paint job and put the decals on. That's for the September build that we had at SFMA. After that, I've still got the refit going on, and I've got to finish up my Cylon Raider. And another thing that I might be doing over the next couple of weeks is that small classic plastic Phoenix resin model.
Oh, yeah.
The Phoenix warp ship. It's a small model. It looks nice and simple. No lighting, so it'll be a nice change of pace.
Yeah. Yeah, Armando and I were having a couple of late night sessions this week on Uvu, building our models together, and his Akira is looking really, really good, guys. Can't wait to he shows that to you. And let's talk to David Pashtag next. What are you doing tonight, Dave?
How you doing, Boyd? I'm Dave Pashtag. I go by Wolf359 on Sci-Fi Model Action and on Hangouts a lot, and just sitting here and gonna hopefully enjoy the evening and get some tips.
All right, Dave. And up next, we've got Ian. Ian, I want to say your last name, but I'm afraid of destroying it. Can you say it one time so I can remember it?
Don't worry about it. It sounds like a Russian yak meat shish kebab anyway. It's pronounced Kisluk, but it's like, where is the Kisluk? Get me more Kisluk!
Look at mine.
Yeah. Oh, we're glad you're on with us tonight, Ian. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
I'm Ian. Hopefully you can hear me. I forgot to bring a microphone. I'm Ian from Denver, Colorado, and I'm just, with the last couple years getting back into models, I've mostly been working on props and things like that. And right now, it's unlikely I'll finish it tonight, but for the Sci-Fi Model Action September build, just like Armando, I was working on the refitted version of the NX class starship.
Wow, cool. Yeah, that's really taking shape nicely.
But yeah, that's what's going on over here.
All right, when we get back to you, looking forward to hearing how that build is going for you, Ian. And we've got John Swaller up next. How you doing tonight, John?
Doing good. John Swaller from St. Louis, Missouri. Just dicing out windows on the Enterprise D tonight.
All right.
Got started on it. Good to see that, John.
Excellent.
That's the opaque kit, right? You're cutting the windows out on that one?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. You have to tell us a little bit about how you're doing that when we get back to you.
Alrighty.
Let's talk to Shannon Freeman here. How you doing tonight, Shannon?
Oh, doing all right, boy. Just going to be doing some marking decals now. Big bunch of fun.
Yep, Shannon's working on his Lakota. I think that's the one 1400 scale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's on 1,000 scale. I'm going to turn it into a Lakota.
Ah,
that's nice.
Okay. Very cool. And up next, we've got Tag. How you doing tonight, Tag?
I'm doing good. I guess I'm the only one left that still has some sunshine.
Yes.
at the end of the day, since I'm on the West Coast. But I'm doing good. Still working on redoing the garage, and other than that, I'm really starting to get frustrated. I can't let myself work on a model, or I won't finish the garage. So I'm just kind of stuck here watching you guys work on models.
That workbench looks great, Tag. I saw the pictures.
Thank you. Yeah, once I get it all done and everything set up, then I'll take some pictures and show you guys on the Hangout, the next Hangout.
Great.
Awesome. Yeah, all that work will be worth it. You'll have a really nice space to work. That'll be
That's the plan. I'm hoping so.
all right. Well, you guys know me. I'm Boyd Crompton, your host. I also operate the Sci-Fi Model Action community forums, and I just wanted to say, guys, a real quick shout out to everybody there. We're just about at 2,000 members over there, guys. So everybody here, I think, is a member, and way to go, guys. It's a lot of people, and it's getting well known. I did a radio interview the other night, Saturday night, and the people on the radio show actually knew about the forum. So it's really getting around out there, guys. I appreciate all the great help and the attitude that everybody has over there with being friendly and supporting each other's work. So keep up the good work, guys. We're doing great. Let's swing back over to Adam here real quick. And Adam mentioned he's got something he wants to talk to us about tonight. What do you got going on, Adam?
Oh, it's just the same project I've been working on for the past month or so. It's that Veritech fighter from Macross. And any of you guys that follow any kind of anime, it's in the States it was called Robotech back in the mid-'80s or so. But not getting into too much detail. It was dubbed in English and stuff, and it changed some of the elements of the story. But the model I'm working on is based on the original show. And I have some pictures prepared here. This box art I'm going to share with you. This is what the kit started out as. This was sent to me by Space Pirate 1970X. And this was marketed in the States right about 1984. That's that. Now, what it's supposed to look like, if you're going to do it according to the series, this is the aircraft. And it looks somewhat like an F-14 Tomcat. And then the designer of the some of the hardware in the animated series did that on purpose. And let's see. But it changes into 3 modes. The airplane is number 1. You have an in-between right there. Hold on. It's got a funny name to it.
Mode.
Well, anyway, we'll bring that up another time. Anyway, but this is what it finally changes into. You have this mecha or robot, or whatever you want to call it, and the pilot rides in the suit. He controls everything and things like that. So they call it the Batroid. Now, the actual parts. Now this is everything's in pieces right now. But this is actually one of the engines. And just as of yesterday, we put loss code on everything just to seal it. And there's a few decals that go on it. But it's fully articulated. And this is actually a leg. So you have a joint, a hip joint. When you open these nozzles up, you have a foot. Just like that.
That's cool.
It is, and they're a ton of fun to mess with. And then you have some more recognizable parts. This is one of the wings, like that. And just like the F-14 Tomcat, it's a variable geometry type aircraft. So you can fold them back or bring them forward, like so. And let's see here. This is the tail section. It's sort of like a V-tail type affair. Twin vertical stabilizers. And when you change it over to what it's supposed to be, it folds up, so it becomes a backpack. And the neat part is, if you have it in the airplane mode, it also has retractable landing gear. So here's the nose section that you swap out, which becomes his body. And you can reach in here and pull that out. That's the nose gear. As
Wow, a lot of moving parts.
yes, there's dozens of them, and the landing gear itself is actually like a cast aluminum or probably hot iron or something like that. And the tires on this is real rubber, and you can just fold her back up, just like that, all tucked away, just like the real deal. So the only thing that's left to do on this little project is just to get some decals on it. And there's very little, and the whole thing can be sealed off with like a satin clear. The original one, well, the original kit was more like camouflage or something like that, and you probably put it in flats. But one of the things I learned over the years is that the way you finish your models in the clear kind of does a couple things. It's compromise. If you do everything in flats, the colors wash out. They almost look blush. And you know, if you're doing armory or tanks like that, and you mess with that, that's what it will do. But if you put the gloss on it, though, the colors deepen, they're more vibrant and everything, but also they look like toys. And when I started getting back into modeling well over 12, 14 years ago, the satin finishes do a lovely job of keeping it in scale, but your colors don't get washed out. So we're just going to use that same idea with this. So you're going to have just a little bit of a sheen to it, and it'll keep it looking too toy-like. So it'll look like a miniature of something. But no, that's what we've got going on right now, right here out on the bench.
Excellent, Adam. Looking forward to seeing more of that one. And Armando's not in his shop right now, so let's skip to Dave and see what Dave's working on.
Well, Boyd, actually, I'm just got done gluing the rear section of my Battlestar Galactica here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like that.
Look at that. That is nice.
Got all the landing bays puttied up and sanded and everything. Got the putty drying on it, and the back end still comes out because I'm gonna paint that and then glue the clear piece I diffused on there.
Right.
But I wound up using, I think I told you the other night, but I wound up using two LED flashlight modules that I found at my dollar store that had 5 LEDs, and I just took those out and figured out the voltage on it, and I think I put a 220 resistor for the whole 5 bulbs with 12 volts, and it's still nice and bright. And I don't know, I could try hooking it up here if you can see it.
It's pretty good, though.
Oh, it's bright.
You can see the detail when you held it up in the picture. That's so much nicer than the old monogram kit.
Damn.
Could you see the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, she's taking off.
Dave has become the MacGyver of model makers, I tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Love it, Dave.
Well, them LED flashlights, they seem to have brighter, you know, they're a lot brighter that seem like than regular clear LEDs, you know what I mean? And, you know, they're pretty cheap anymore. And I use that on the Raider. I had an old square one that had a couple patches I took off and did the same thing there. And by diffusing it in the back, you know, you get that real bright light, but it's not like blinding. So it worked out really good. Really good. But yeah, this is a great kit. I love it. It's perfect size.
Yeah, it's nice.
I did the shuttle bays. I put a light in there, but I just used the kit on the box. They give a forced perspective landing bay.
Right.
You just cut it out and put in there. That's all I use for this one. And put an SMD here at the top where you can see in there when you get up close. But all in all, it's a nice kit. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice, Dave.
I got to work on next doing the painting over the primer and then put the decals on. It should be done.
What are you going to do, like kind of a wash technique on that thing, Dave, to bring out some of the details?
Yeah, well, what they tell you is to paint it gray, and they said the studio model, they used the white with no ivory tones, and they just barely sprayed over it where the gray kind of left shadow marks and weathering.
I gotcha.
So that's what I'm gonna try anyway. That's my idea, is going what the instruction says.
Cool. All right. You're posting updates on that on your YouTube channel too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to put up part 2 tomorrow. So
Cool. Check that one out, everybody. And let's go to Ian and see what he's doing on his NX01 refit project here. Lost your sound, Ian.
Uh-oh.
he's
Sorry,
on mute.
unmute myself.
There we go.
Come a second off something more exciting once I get this all hooked up.
Okay. We'll come back to you. Let's go to John Swaller next and see what John's doing.
I'm just dicing out holes. Let's see if I can get any perspective on this. I don't know.
Not done already.
She ain't gonna be lit up too bad. I mean, can't really tell right now. I wasn't prepared for lighting. I couldn't tell you how many windows, but I'm kind of like hit and missing. I don't want to do them all, you know.
Right.
So I'm basically taking a Sharpie and kind of hit and miss type thing. Those are the ones that are going to be cut out.
What are you using for tools to do that work, John?
I'm using, I would think I measured this at 20 thousandths on the drill bit itself. And then I come back, some type of Sculpey tool, but it's got a nice little needle at the end. I kind of like scar the plastic a little bit where I want to drill out the holes, and I just work that drill bit back and forth, and then I go back on the walls with a, I think they call it a plastic sanding sticks. You know, I cut them down real small to get down in there and do the best I can. Other than that, I got a nice little, it's got a radius on it about the size of the corners of the windows, and I grind it all down to get to it, and I just sharpen up the oval ends of the windows. And it's so far turning out pretty nice.
That's good, John.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did have a question about paint. I know I did the little D, but that didn't take much paint, you know. So I was thinking about the Insignia White from Model Masters, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with that blue tone again.
Okay. Cool.
Other than that, more as I go.
All right, John. Doing a great job on it so far. That's a lot of work already. Let's talk to Shannon. Shannon's working on his 1,000 scale USS Lakota. See that bad boy there, Shannon? Oh yeah, that's a nice size model.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
AMT round 2 kit, right?
Yeah, it's around. It's the old AMT Turtle,
Uh-huh.
but I'm using it to work on it, make it look and do and feel better.
I'm not.
Oh, I
familiar
just love
with
it.
Really good.
Yeah, so far so good. If it don't try to take off on me, I'll be doing great.
All right, let's go to Tag. Now, Tag's been working a lot on his Workbench, he said, so I don't think he's got any modeling to show us tonight, but how's that Workbench project going, Tag?
Going pretty good. Right now I'm working on a drink.
Right.
Easiest job all day. Yeah, once I get the bench done, I'll take some photos and show you guys on the next hangout the way it all came out.
Sounds
Other
good.
than that, I'm just sitting in the envy chair, ready to get back to modeling.
Suffering from modeling withdrawals at all?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I hear you, Tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all I'm doing is I'm searching the net right now, just looking at scratch build stuff and models, getting ideas.
Okay. Cool. Can't wait to see you get back to work on those spaceship scratch build kit bashes that you're doing. I'm especially interested in the P-38 project.
Yeah, I'm really eager to get back on that. Because I've been working on the back of my head, trying to figure out how I want to do the canopy and just some of the issues of attaching and stuff, and then the lights. And I think I've got it pretty much worked out. So once I get the bench done, that'll be the first thing I go back to.
Tag, are you going to be working out in your garage?
Yeah, some of the time. Yeah, some of the time. Now that I've put my L shape on here. I'll be doing a lot of detail stuff in here, but something big or sawing or cutting or painting or any of that stuff, it's going to be out in the garage.
Yeah, I always tell myself that too, Tag. Before you know it, you're going to be airbrushing right there on your desk in front of you. I can see it.
No, I doubt it, because I mean it's like
I have
it's
my
not-
designated areas where I'm supposed to paint, and I'm always over here painting on my bench, and I'll get a brand new mat and say, okay, I'm not going to paint on this mat. I'm not going to spill any paint on it. And 3 days later, it's got a big old paint stain on it.
This is true. But it's just easier to paint outside, because I mean that's where I'm going to put all my paints and stuff, even though I've got several of them sitting on this shelf here. But if I do, because I also have a lot of game pieces and stuff, so if I do some hand painting, I'll do that in here. But I just can't see myself dragging the compressor in here and all that. But who knows? You may make a liar out of me.
Is your garage air conditioned, Tag?
No.
Oh boy, that'll be fun next summer, huh?
Well, it doesn't get that hot here. I mean, we cruise about 75 to 77 most of the year.
Okay, well
so.
that's not so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it does get kind of cold in the winter sometimes, but it won't be that bad. Like I said, most of the work is in the detail work. I mean, once you get to the painting and stuff, you can do that anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, some of my friends said I was weak because I had to put an air conditioner out in the garage out here when I work, but it's 120 degrees here in July in this garage, folks. So
Yeah, I've lived in Texas, and
concentrate, more power to you. But I had to have some AC.
yeah, I don't blame you. I do the same thing, because I lived in Texas for about 3 years, and it can be miserable.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to show you what I got going on here. Just before we do there, I'm going to say we got shout out to Kenny Lau, who watches every week. Kenny, you need to come into one of these Hangouts, buddy. We'd love to have you in here. He's here every week. He commented on Adam's discussion. He says he used to have one of those Revell Robotech kits similar to Adam's with the same transformation. It was called Vexar for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, too bad his nephew destroyed it a few years back. Well, hopefully he was having fun anyway there, Kenny.
Yeah, my little brother still has those toys. They still work.
Yep. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. I'll switch cameras here real quick, guys, and show you what I've been working on. Most of you guys know I've been playing around, not really sci-fi model action tonight here, but I've been working on this U-boat kit.
Oh, man.
72, and I've been getting pretty far along on it now. I had got all the hull put together and got a lot of the weathering done and the paint work and stuff. Things going along really, really well with this thing, and then I went to start building the little area there at the rear behind the conning tower. I think they call it the winter garden or something like that. It's like where the machine gun is there behind the control tower, that little caging that goes around that. Well, when I went to find the parts in the kit, they were there, but they were in about 10 million pieces. And that thing is like a really intricate thing or whatever, and I really, besides the pictures on the box art, I really couldn't even tell how it was supposed to go together or what it was supposed to look like. So I'm going to show you a quick screenshot here, if I can do this.
Just to clarify it, that's sitting next to the 1350
Guys, I gotta
Enterprise
go.
hull, right?
Nice talking to you all.
Yep.
Okay,
Armando.
Hey, Mondo.
try this again here, guys.
Break a leg, Armando.
Take care, everyone. I gotta go.
Okay,
Okay.
Mondo.
Bye.
Man.
Here we go. I think I can actually do this right the first time here. Okay, can you guys see the picture on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was up in there, now it's black. There it
Okay,
comes.
if you can see the picture here, that whole entire section of that cage, except for the little pieces of wood, I guess they're supposed to be, the flat little pieces in the middle rung, that's all been built with magnet wire. That's how I put this thing together. And it came out pretty good. I'll show you a shot of it here after I finish painting it and cleaning it up a little bit. But it really I surprised myself. I'm telling you, I thought it was a lost cause. I was pretty much decimated when I saw those parts were destroyed. So, but I'm really happy with the recovery here, and I'll grab the little part here and bring it back over here, and you guys can check it out up close. Get my camera back over the right one.
If you can.
All right, let me grab this thing. But yeah, it turned out pretty good, and it probably took me close to about 4 or 5 hours getting these things trimmed and cut in the exact right shape and everything. But you guys can see the.
You're good.
Short.
Oh yeah.
Did real good there, boy. I kind of feel ashamed that I didn't do good on this little feller.
Well, I guess it turned out to be sort of a blessing in a way because now they look more like properly in scale, like real railing. They're not like too thick like the slide parts.
Yep.
So anyway,
They don't look like toothpicks either.
that was this stuff right here, guys, that you get with that 3-pack of the Radio Shack magnet wire that I never use, the gold stuff. It's kind of thick. Boy, this makes for some really handy scratch building material if you're doing little delicate stuff like that. I think I'm going to make some of the handrails and stuff out of it too.
Hmm.
You ought to.
So that's what I got, guys. Well, let's move back across the. Let's go back to Ian and see if he's ready. Ian, how's things going there? Oh, he's got some lights on.
All right.
Un momento, por favor.
Hopefully this won't disassemble and crash all over the place, but
Disassemble.
here is the NX refit all lit up with the secondary hull attached.
That is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Looks good, too.
Yeah, it does.
Crystal back there.
The lights look awesome.
Yep. Maybe. There we go. I'll have some pictures on my Facebook, and then I'll put some more on my little build thread. But yeah, at this point, the resin parts like get here for some reason, so that really kind of dulled the progress on this guy. Unfortunately, it was like I had everything else pretty much ready to go, and I was just like, all right, come on, next thing. And then I got busy on the weekends because I was doing a play up in Evergreen, Colorado, and so it was just like, so it was just this last week when I was really able to get stuff going together. And I did get the antenna controls board. I love that it comes in this little box. It's the coolest thing. It's like you can just put this for. I wish Ralph was on here so I could thank him because it was just here instantly. But yeah, that's pretty much where this guy's at. Tonight, hopefully, I'll have the nacelles at least encapsulated with the electronics. I was going to work on them during this, but I feel like talking and doing those at the same time probably would have resulted in some sort of disaster. But yeah, that's the NX refit. And then also on the prop front, I don't know if anybody recognizes this prop.
It looks next generation-ish.
Yes. With an asterisk. So obviously there you got your regular Cobra phaser.
Yeah.
For the third season for Best of Both Worlds, Rick Sternbach, the guy who does all the art stuff, came up with this idea. So like how on the original series, how Phaser 1s used to snap into the Phaser 2s, it was kind of a similar thing where you take the Cobra phaser and then you'd snap it into this thing. And what it was is they called it a riot gun. It was supposed to be like against the board where it would change frequencies. There's a little display that's right here. See that?
Right.
And so basically it would change frequencies every time it fired, and it was like a shotgun or something essentially. So somebody took that drawing that Rick Sternbach did and made this kit out of it a couple years, or I don't know, like 10 years ago. And I managed to snag one from somebody who had an extra. So I'm really excited about this. I plan on maybe doing elaborate electronics. We'll see. It's all solid, so I'll have to do a lot of hollowing out and stuff. But it's pretty cool. The design I really liked. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yoink.
That's pretty cool.
Here's a cricket phaser that I have to. One of the ones came loose on the inside.
Really nice work on those props, Ian. That's really good work.
Thanks.
It looks good. It looks really good.
And on the anime front, why not? Here's a Jim Sniper 2 White Dingo version. Just
Oh, cool. I like it.
other than that, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, most of the other stuff's in the video. But like I said, nothing's really different from last time other than this, so busy.
All right, good to see it, Ian. And you've also got your YouTube channel, don't you? And you're showing some updates on that. I think you're going to be the first one that's built up that NX-01 refit. I haven't seen anybody complete one yet, so you might be the first guy.
Yeah, I was considering that, and then I'm like, does that mean everyone's after mine is going to be far superior since I made the first one, and everyone will look at it and be like, oh, I see how I can improve on this?
Yes, you're right. Yes.
I don't know. The lighting and everything's looking really good.
But you
set
can
the bar pretty high.
You can be like Boyd. You don't have to just build one.
Hey,
That's
build another.
You can build 4 or 5 or 6 of them.
Well, I considered it. I would do, like the different color variations. Do like the NCT05 Endeavor or whatever it is. Do some of those other ones that came later, stuff like that, and do little variants and things like that. Because I like to do variants. I don't know if anybody saw on the Sci-Fi Model Action. I did a 1/1000 scale Enterprise refit in quotes, and it was kind of like it was as close I could get to the Fate 2 version. I kind of used these warp nacelles that you can get on Starship Modeler that are pretty close. They're called Phase 1-1, Phase 11, but it's supposed to be Phase 2.
Right.
And they look pretty close. They're not exact, but you do that, shave off the back of the warp pylons, and I did a couple other things. And so I kind of counted it as, well, the Constellation got blown up in Doomsday Machine, so maybe like the Enterprise, it's a legendary ship, so they made another one. So it was 1017-A, but then it's an experimental ship, so maybe it's NX-1017-A. And it was mostly just an excuse to use as many decals as I could from that round 2 refit supplemental decal set.
Right.
So,
Hey, that's always fun. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
nope, I'm cut off. There we go. So, yeah, that's what's going on here.
All right, Ian. Thanks for that, and definitely looking forward to watching more of your progress on that. It's an exciting project. We've got.
And you guys can check out the YouTube channel. It's called Starch Trek, but it's think of potatoes. Starch, like the
Starch Trek.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to you, Ian. That's a catchy name you got there. I like it.
I can't believe nobody thought of that before. I think it's clever as hell, but it's probably corny as hell, so who knows?
Okay, well we've got somebody new with us, Chuck Brooks. I see he's been fading in and out here. He might be having some internet trouble, but Chuck, can you hear us?
Chuck?
I don't know. He might be having some trouble, guys. We'll try and come back to him again in a little bit. So we're just kind of kicking things around the room here, open discussion. And for you, I guess all you guys are here are Star Trek fans. What did you all think about the announcement that William Shatner is going to be in the new Star Trek 3 movie?
What?
Oh boy.
Interesting.
Cameo?
Yeah.
Cameo.
I mean,
apparently they're saying that it will most likely be a fairly significant role because that's why he didn't. I guess he was set to appear in the 2009 version, but the part wasn't big enough. So
Yeah.
this time,
Wasn't big enough for
At least as big as his waistline.
oh,
Before he'll be in it.
right?
Well, anytime I start talking about that, the first thing I think of is time travel, which is like the go-to fix-all in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think they've been wearing that story out myself too, but it sounds like in order to have him in there, and I guess they're talking Nimoy too. So I don't know why they just don't bring back the entire original cast. You know, just Scotty's away on shore leave, and Bones is to another, or he retired. and just do a new movie.
It's like they're only doing that to like bring in the original Trek fans. It's not like they care about why he's in it. Oh, let's put William Shatner, and now we'll figure out how to put him in later. Let's just put him in. It's like
Well, I think a lot of it is homage too, just respect for the original, you know, because none of it would exist without that.
I'm going to give him a pass on this one just because I definitely, you know, I've said this a million times that I think that the 50th anniversary should get some kind of special treatment. So if that's, and those are the guys that, you know, launched it. They're still my favorites.
Right.
They're 80, you know, seeing him at 85 years old, trying to be action adventure heroes is a little bit of a stretch, but you know, he's still a brilliant tactician and an experienced commander. So I'm sure that that's what they'll be utilizing with his character.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Eric.
Eric.
Hey,
How's it going, buddy?
Everybody forget to pay their bills?
I hate kids.
I hate kids.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah,
What's going on tonight, Eric? You just get off work, or are you still at work?
I just got off work.
Ah, good for you.
Told them I was going to kill somebody if I didn't get out of here right now. Okay. Well, we're closed. I said
You
good.
gotta be careful saying that nowadays. Don't take it literally.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he knew I was joking, but I told him, I said, the kids over there, when I told them they had to clean something out, they looked at me like, well, what's his name always does that. I say, yeah, but it's your job. And since I'm doing his job, I'm not going to do your job.
There you go. Well, Eric, we just went around the room, everybody's showing their work and everything, and we're just in the middle of open discussion right now. So,
Okay.
anything you wanted to bring up?
I think. See, I don't think I got anything for that link for your radio interview.
Oh, did you get to hear it?
No, I didn't get a link. I was working that day.
Oh, it's if you go to my Facebook page, the TrekWorks Facebook page, it's right there at the top, Eric. Click on
Okay.
that. You click on the fringe. You go to their website. You click on the fringe, and then you'll see my name. I think it's like the second or third one down. And I come on at about an hour and 5 minutes into the show, I think.
Okay, so good. I can skip over
The guy was really a fun interview. How do you say it? Host.
Interviewer.
Yeah, he was very knowledgeable about Star Trek, so we talked a lot about Star Trek and some of the stuff that I found out when I talked to the guys out in L.A. and we talked about the big 8-foot model that we're going to be working on and all that stuff. But it was a great little interview. The guy, like I said, he was very knowledgeable about Star Trek, and they have a big audience there that's into science fiction. I'm told them I'm going to be a fan of the show now. It's my kind of show. They talk about pop culture stuff, sci-fi, ghosts, UFOlogy, all that cool stuff. So
Yeah, I got this thing about ghosts, man. I don't bother them. Hopefully, they don't bother me. Not saying I believe it.
well, I'm in your department, Eric. I've never had an experience. Now, my wife claims she's had a couple that she absolutely swears by. She 100% believes in it, but I guess nothing's happened to me yet.
Yeah, the worst thing as far as ghost experience I come across, when I was 16, my grandfather died. And I was in bed asleep. He dies, and I wake up just like that. I don't wake out of sound sleep. And the next thing I know, the phone rings. I say, his mom saying Grandpa died, and we didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah, see, there's something to that, Eric. Because I guess while we're on the subject, I'll share a little story with you. I'm trying to think. It was probably about 12 years ago now. Kind of almost the same exact thing happened. My wife and I had gone to bed for the evening, and it was probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And all of a sudden, and my wife, she sleeps like a rock. She hardly ever wakes up in the middle of the night. And all of a sudden, I was disturbed when she sat straight up in bed, and the first thing that she said was, "Grandpa." And I was like, "What are you doing? Having a dream or something like that?" And she said, "No, I just could have swore that she thought that our bedroom door was wide open and that there was this really bright light coming through the door, and that she could see the silhouette of her grandfather standing in the door, and he was sort of like, I guess, waving, like she said, the same way he would look when they were little kids, when they would leave and they'd look at their grandparents out the back window of the car, waving when they were going away. She said she couldn't see his face, but she said she could totally tell that it was him by his outline or whatever. Well, I said, oh, you were just having some kind of a dream or something, and we went back to bed. I think about 7 o'clock in the morning, our phone rang, and no one really ever calls us that early in the morning. My wife answered it. Of course, it was her mother, and she said that her grandfather had passed away that last evening, sometime around 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, apparently. And so that one gives me a little bit cause to kind of, go, huh?
Yeah.
I've never, like I said, personally had anything happen to me, but I know a lot of people are really, really solid about it. They feel it has. So interesting stuff.
Well, I kind of take it this way. I don't feel like I'm not going to get into the religious part of heaven or hell, but I feel like heaven could be another dimension that your spirit transcends to. I just can't believe you live and that's it. Otherwise, you can do whatever you want. Hey, what's the consequence?
Yep.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm like here by myself in the house, so shut the hell up already. My back's towards the door here, okay?
Hey,
Okay, so what are you guys working on?
tomorrow's
Fear.
October 1st.
Yeah, we know.
Favorite month. I love Halloween. Halloween is, I've said it before, Halloween's my favorite holiday by far. I love it more than Christmas.
I used to like Halloween until I started delivering pizza on that day.
I like the change of the season.
Mhm.
I like the just that kind of cool Christmas in the air. The sun's going down a little bit earlier, and then at the end of the month, watching the good horror flicks and all that cool stuff. So
Yeah, sci-fi is always usually pretty good at running all those through October.
Yep.
Oh, they started running them already. They had
Yeah, I saw the Friday the 13th. They already started those.
yeah.
Did they?
Well, so many of them now. It'd probably take a month just to run.
Well, Eric, everybody showed their work. Dave's got a lot of work done on his Battlestar Galactica. He showed that. Adam showed his Robotech model he's working on, and John's working on his Enterprise D. He's got a whole bunch of windows cut out, and Ian's got his a lot of his work done on his NX-01 refit. He held it up and showed us all the lights on it and everything. It looks really good.
I know it's I saw Dave's yeah, I saw Dave's video. Looking good, Dave.
Thanks, Derek. Hey, did you asked that question about those connectors? I commented on that thing. Did you get it?
No, I haven't been online that much because I'm trying to stay within 2 gigabytes, which is my allowance, which is on my plan, so I don't have to pay overture for data.
Well,
Yeah.
if all you got to do is just go to eBay and search JST connectors.
JST connectors, okay.
Yeah, and they got all kinds of them.
Yeah, that'd be good when you go on subassembly. When you put it together, all you gotta do is just connect them, and hopefully they stay together good.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's just checking out Ian's YouTube channel. It's like, do you guys practice that video voice? It sounds like almost everybody sounds the same, man. You kind of get that, I don't know, like that TV voice, or you feel like you need to have that,
it's
presentation voice.
Yeah,
It's kinda funny.
everybody keeps saying my voice is great for TV, radio, but I'm like, oh, man, it sounds like junk to me.
I say guys too much. I've had several of my viewers say, "Hey, can you chill out on the guys?" And then when they do that, I'll say it even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of which,
I
last
said Aztecs too much too. So I replied to him in my thing. I said, "So, did I mention that I did a lot of Aztec work on the Enterprise to duplicate those Aztec patterns that were on that model that got painted by Paul Olson, who's famous for painting the pearlescent Aztecs?"
Yeah, you sat down for 5 hours and your Aztec is really sore.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
hey, boy,
That's what they call a doctor who specializes in an Aztec.
Yeah. Proctologist. Anytime I hear proctologist, it's always Jack Elam.
Well, we got a
That
couple people that stepped in with us, guys, but before we get to Bob here, I just want to say Kenny Lau commented on our Star Trek 3 movie discussion. He said, maybe at the end of the next Star Trek film, things will go back to the Prime Universe. This way it ends the J.J. verse series with a trilogy. Now, you know what? I really like that idea, Kenny. What they do is they go through and do the whole entire movie, and then at the very end, something happens, and then they flash, and all of a sudden they fade, and Kirk and Spock are on the bridge of the Enterprise, and it fades off into the sunset. It goes back to the Prime Universe. We're done with the JJ movies. That'd be great.
Yep, just a slingshot around the sun.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys seen posts about going to Ollie's for those Star Trek lunchbox with the models in.
Huh?
$10.
Oh, wow. I'm glad I didn't buy the one that they had at my hobby store all this time. I looked at it a few times. It was like $35.
Yeah,
Scale kit.
yeah. Where my Ollie has on. I just picked up one just because I haven't got one of them because the price is like you said is like around $35.
Where is this at again, Eric?
Ollie.
I'm not hearing you.
Ollie.
Ollie.
I have
Ollie.
no idea what that is.
OLLIE?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
is that like
Ollie.
an online hobby shop or something?
Yeah.
No, it's like a bargain bin, overstock.
Oh. Ah.
So if you don't know what it is, you don't have one in your area problem.
No.
So they get a lot of overstock. Yeah, they buy a lot of
I see is-
overstock stuff and they sell it. And
Ollie's
after that,
Bargain Outlet?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I'll
can you-
post it on the thing.
So can you buy online from them?
I don't know.
Well, heck, that doesn't do us a lot of good if we don't have one in town. Maybe I'll send you some money and have you get me one, Eric.
Get you one.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted
I'd like to have one just to keep. I would never build it. I just like to have it because I had that lunchbox when I was a kid. So I would like to have that.
no need to send your money because I already got you one.
Oh, well, thanks. Well, I'll pay you for it, Eric. Just let me know how much it is and how much to ship it here. Send me a message on my email.
Okay.
And I posted a link on the the Google.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
someone had
Guys, real quick, but before we get to Bob, let's see if we can talk to Chuck. He's been trying to get in here all night. He's having trouble. Chuck, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
What's going on, Chuck? Introduce yourself and tell us something about yourself.
Not too much. Just trying to get on here and.
He's having some internet trouble. I think he Yep. He
died.
Let's go back to Bob then. How you doing tonight, Bob?
Hey guys, how is everybody? I just got in from work.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Bob, you work a hell of a lot. What do you do for a living, Bob?
I work at Walmart,
Oh, okay.
so you never know about work.
Man, you put in a
But
lot of hours.
there's an advantage. I was trolling today in the Halloween section, and there's this little kit called the Pumpkin Masters Deluxe Pumpkin Kit. $10, $9.97. Inside of that kit is a battery-operated turntable with an LED on top.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
That's at Walmart? I've been watching.
Yeah.
Is that a rollback price?
No, that's right. That's the printed on $9.97.
I thought it might be a rollback price.
Amazon, eat your heart out.
It's got a bright orange LED on top, which I don't use or not use, but
Now that's at Walmart. That's really cool. I want to get one of those. I've been looking for a motorized turntable.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I love how it lights up the bottom too. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What's it take? A couple of double A's there, Bob?
2C batteries.
2C batteries. Okay.
It's got a nice strong motor in it because you're supposed to sit a pumpkin on it.
Yeah. It's cool.
Pumpkin turns around.
Yeah. That's cool. We'll see. I mean, you could even put a.
I got just a cork.
Yeah, you could put a bigger table on it. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna go snag one of those. I hope they have it at my local store here.
They should. And then it comes with the the little tools too, the little knife and the scoop and the pounce wheel for the pumpkin. But you know, it's worth the $10 just for this thing.
Cool.
They're about $20 at a hobby shop.
I posted on Google Plus a couple of weeks ago. I was asking everybody if they knew where to get one because I see all these guys on their videos having them showing their model cars and stuff on their. I'm like, and they said to go to Michael's or whatever and Hobby Lobby. They don't have them there. I asked, they don't have anything motorized there. So.
Oh, yeah.
What else you been working on, Bob?
And then here's the Black Beauty I just finished.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. That's the 132 scale, right? They make a slot car version of that, too. I think they still make it.
Yeah, you can buy this kit as a slot car, too.
That is so cool. That's one of my favorites, too. That's an old, I think it's a Chrysler, like a Imperial.
Yeah, it's a 66 Imperial Deluxe.
Yeah.
And it's got the rockets in the back and in the front, and the laser gun right there on the back, and another one on the sticks out of the front.
I believe George Barris.
Headlight screen on it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. George Barris did that car too, right around the same time he did the original Batmobile. They were on at the same time.
Yep.
That's cool. Didn't they do the same car for the new movie? I have yet to see the new movie. Everybody said it was horrible.
Yeah, they did.
They just
the same model car, but it doesn't look quite the same.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more tricked
I think about 10
out.
minutes of it was off.
I wish they would make a bigger scale of that kit. I wish they made a 1/25th scale. I know they used to, but it's a rare kit now, and on eBay they want a fortune for it if it shows up on there.
I think the coolest thing is the taillights because they wrap around the top.
Yeah, no, that was a sweet design. Yeah, really like that.
Yeah, it's got in the back. It's got the console with the record player and all this stuff, and the divider between the seats with the glass window, and
yeah,
it's the regular limousine, but it was way cool. I think it was under $20 for that one.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then ready for paint on my Abrams.
Oh yeah, how's that one coming? Oh man, beautiful. That has that kit got any photo etch parts on it, Bob, or is that all out of the box?
No photo etch, but it has. If you can see that black there, it's all like a wire mesh.
Yeah.
For the screens there, because the grip, the heat, all the exhaust and stuff come out right there.
Yeah.
There's probably some photo etch available for it, but it doesn't come in the kit. But I don't see where you need it because it had about 450 parts in the kit.
Wow. That's the M1A1?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just this little grenade launcher here. There's 18 parts in that little grenade launcher right here.
Wow.
And of course there's one on the other side to match it.
You said that was an Academy or Trumpeter?
Academy.
Yeah, that's a good...
It's the 2003 version of the Abrams from Academy.
That's a nice scale.
So it's coming out real nice.
Very cool, Bob. What else, guys? Anything got anything they want to bring up? We're about an hour in here.
What's everybody want for Christmas?
More models.
Yeah.
Which one?
More.
I've actually asked. I've already put in my request. I've actually asked for that NX01 refit kit. My wife, 50 scale version.
What, 350 scale?
Yeah, the same one that Ian's working on.
Yeah, I want a nice workbench.
You want a nice workbench?
Yeah, actually, I have one. I built a 7-foot long workbench for myself. It's in pieces. I don't have to run to put it back up. And I want my own place back. But mostly, I would like to have that 2500 scale Battlestar from Badass.
I got that done.
We're gonna start on that one pretty soon, Eric. That is a nice kit. Worth every penny.
I hope you plan on lighting it.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see that start.
Yeah, we're definitely going to light it. The customer wants that lit. We're going to use a lot of fiber optics on that one because the resin's really thick in some spots. So it's going to be
Hmm.
fiber optics.
You
And
know, it's one of those places maybe when you start thinking, using some of the small SMDs and use them like a spotlight.
I, yep. I was a big fan of the show, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to every little detail on the model, so I got to go do a lot of research and get some screenshots and stuff. I know there's supposed to be some kind of like subtle red lighting that goes on in between the hull and the outer landing bay things. There's like a red glow going on in
Yeah.
there, and there's
Yeah.
the engines. The problem on this kit is the engines are a solid resin. You got to cut them all out, and they didn't give you any clear parts. So I'm going to have to figure out, get some creative things going on there. I don't know if anybody makes anything aftermarket for that kit yet.
Well, I mean, is this clear all the way through the engine housing, the nozzle?
Well, the problem with it is on the engine nozzles in the back, the
Uh-huh.
detail is like recessed in there, and there's these shapes. There's like it's got like a triangle shape, like a vent kind of looking thing, and then a little
Uh-huh.
point in the middle of it. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
lit, and I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to light that. I'm going to have to cut it out. And I'm going to have to create something like just to clear. I'm going to lose a little
Once you
bit.
call JT up and ask him if he can just part far as clear goes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I imagine like a lot of things. The guys that do that kind of stuff. I mean, if you knew somebody that knew how to do it, I might actually talk to a few of my modeling friends that know how to do a little bit of casting.
Yeah.
And they have these. You can buy these little casting kits or whatever. I've never played around with it, but I might be able to send the part to these guys and have them cast those for me clear. And
Yeah.
that would be perfect.
It's
Like
just like
somebody out there that knows how to do that.
just like when we was talking about the Buck Rogers, that one engine piece. I wanted that cast and clear to keep the detail on it and do a little painting, but I can also light it from the back.
Right.
Okay.
You guys were asking about Christmas. Kenny Law says that he wants CBS to put out all 7 seasons of The Next Generation on Blu-ray and make it one single box set. Make it affordable.
Yeah, affordable.
Also
Yeah.
begging CBS to put DS9 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
They say they will do it if TNG Blu-ray continues to do well in sales. They're going to make them all on Blu-ray eventually. You know they will.
I got to make money.
Yeah, they want to sell those things.
Yeah, they want $70-$80 a season.
Yeah, that's high. I haven't bought all the seasons of TNG. I'm waiting for the price to come down. I bought the first 2 and then I decided to wait because they're $80 a pop. And now you see the what do you call it? The TOS series on Blu-ray. I've seen it for as low as like $15.99 on Amazon.
That's right, Amazon.
I gotta look for that then.
Yeah, they have
I've
it
been
on sale once in a while.
Yeah, I've been watching some of the new the redone show on Me TV, and I'm like, man, that's cool. I'm gonna pick some of that up. But
Hey, Boyd, speaking of castings, so I took one of these little things here and cast. These are TOS data cards for your information.
Yeah, the TOS series, the old library computer cards.
Unfortunately, so far, the only thing I've cast I have a whole bunch of them over there. These and this triangle that I had to put for a costume piece. We put blacklight UV powder in it, so it glowed. My friend was Black Lantern Wonder Woman, so for the costume contest, we had blacklight and everything. But unfortunately, that's what I've cast so far. But if I get better, I'll let you know, and I'll help you out with that thing.
All right.
All glowy and awesome. One more question. Do you know is this just the tenant controls? Can you only run it on 9 volts, or can you run it on 12 volts, or do you have to put a regulator in?
You can run it on 12. Ralph builds his stuff to run from anywhere from like 9 up to like 14 volts, I think. The only kit that I know for sure that he sells that he wants you to run it specifically at 9, I think, is the B9 robot.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got a soundboard with that has to have 9 volt, or for some reason anyway. But everything else should be good.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was looking through this and it keeps saying 9 volts, 9 volts, 9 volts, and I'm like, So you didn't have to put a regulator in for your board when you did this on your NX?
No. But
Okay,
then
cool.
again, I didn't use Ralph. Are you using his NX01 lighting kit for the Bassards and all that?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Ian? Just to be safe, I would email Ralph. He's only an email away. I mean, maybe on that kit, something different.
I used it, and I used that 12-volt battery in it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Run 12 volt.
yeah. Because on mine, I didn't use. I used the what do you call it? The Monsters in Motion lighting kit. It was the only one that was out at that time.
Well, I have an extra regulator just in case, but I want to make sure before I attach it all in there and then.
Right. Yeah. No, you don't want that to happen.
Is this the submarine that you're talking about? I don't know if we'll be able to show it, or is that other?
That's the one. That's the.
That's it at the Westminster Hobbytown, USA. They have one for $129.99.
That's about what they're going for, Ian. They were over $100 kit when they were new.
You say Westminster?
The kit's out of production, and it's really, really hard to find. And that one there is the second release. You can tell because on the box art, the little round picture on the far right-hand side that shows a picture of the crew, it actually comes with crew figures, where the original one that I have did not.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I saw that there, and I'm like, is that the submarine everyone's after?
Yeah, that's hard to find. Yeah.
Hey, Ian, you said Westminster?
Yeah, Westminster, Colorado, Hobbytown, USA.
Oh, okay. We got Westminster, Maryland.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was looking around for one, I couldn't find anywhere. A couple places said that they had them, and then when I called them to find out, it would turn out it was an old link or something, because they've been out of production for a good 3 or 4 or 5 years, I think.
Yikes.
What was that?
But that thing is just glorious. Just glorious. You got to take some super high definition pictures of it.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done like Dave was talking about. Dave there, hashtag, he's gonna get ready to build he's got a big Battleship Missouri kit. He's gonna do a waterline version of that. I'm kind of like Dave. I sort of wishing I would have done because there's these really cool videos you can find now of guys that are doing the water effects using acrylics and stuff, and it's just incredibly realistic looking. I mean,
well, what if you did kind of a reverse base where, we do everything on the bottom, but instead, in this case, you have a top that's, painted in blues and whatever and dark greens that, is like the sea, and then you have your LED tape on the top of it, and then it shines down and looks like sunlight coming through the water onto the ship.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yep.
Good night.
Good night, Shannon.
Good night, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Say hello to John Boy for me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Christmas, I would like the latest and greatest all-in-one from Tenant Controls for the NX01. The TOS 350.
Yeah. There you go. When you get ready to build yours, John, are you going to do motorized Bassards, or are you going to do the LED lighting effects?
Well, I was going to go with Tenant Controls, but you need the original round 2 lighting kit, I do believe, to get all the things I got for the
clear parts.
The clear parts, I do believe.
Yeah, but there's been guys out there that have been building it with the opaque parts and making it look pretty decent. I know the shuttle bay. You can make the shuttle bay look just fine, John. The lighting in that, you just do some creative taping. When you're you just mask off some of the stuff like the windows and don't paint over it with your light blocking. You know what I mean? And put some bright SMDs or some LED strip behind them. They'll light up pretty good because you do want to get the photo etch parts though, because the photo etch parts give you the little window frames and everything. Make everything look nice and crisp and all that. bridge, you know, it'll light up decent. It won't be as totally as crisp as the clear one, but I mean, it'll light up to where if you're looking in the dome, you'll definitely be able to tell, you know, it's lit and it's got some detail in there. And so yeah, but I mean, other than that, Ralph's kit, you get the only thing you have to add is your own strip lighting for your windows, but you get the navigation lights, you get the spinning bastards, all that.
Now you swap out with the original round 2 lighting kit or something like that, right?
Well, you don't. If you buy Ralph's kit, all you need to buy is the some strip light, some strip LED.
Really?
Lights, yeah.
I thought you guys swapped out something in the original round 2 lighting kit with the Nassar.
Yeah, the motors. Yeah, the motors. If you had the when I was the 2 that I built, they were for clients, John. They wanted the clear parts. They bought the round 2 lighting kit just so they could get the clear parts, and then they didn't want the electric motors, so we went with Ralph's kit, which gives you this electronic effect.
Right.
Now Ralph has the electronic and the motorized version. He's got a much better, improved motorized version. It's better, way better than the round 2 setup.
Well, that's what I want for Christmas.
Yep. He's got a little speed controller on there, which is cool. You can control the speed, how fast they spin, too, which is nice.
And if you want to clear plasticstruck.com and you can get and they have clear domes.
Right.
You just gotta match up your size on that.
Hey Eric, did I tell you that I found another place that sells all kinds of those clear domes? It's called www.kitcraft.com, all one word.
Kitcraft?
Yeah, Kitcraft, like spelled with 2 K's, like kit and craft with a K.
Okay.
And I ordered the stuff, I got it like super quick. When I was working on that Invaders UFO, it didn't come with the right kind of domes on the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
So I was able to get them in clear from them, and it's only a couple dollars. I mean, I had the stuff in like 2 days.
All right. Oh.
Good little outfit. They got a whole big collection of domes on there.
Aren't you looking for another one of those models, boy?
I got one when I was at Jersey Fest.
Okay. Because I found the one I had.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You should hang on to it, Eric. It's a rare kit.
Okay.
Build it yourself.
And let's see. You still want that the base ship?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. I get into that. I know I have it. I just haven't figured out which box it is though. I'm going to do some little cataloging.
Very cool.
And
Yeah, that'll.
Because they got some of those on Area 51
also. You say you had, Eric? Is it the when they had the what was the 30th anniversary or something like that, or whenever it was 20th anniversary? Or?
Yeah, when you we did a little bit more detail on some bridge work on that.
Yep. I'm hoping that Mobius will do an updated version of that. That'd be great because even the old kit is off just a little bit. It's a little bit too thick for the actual base star was like skinnier and more spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty funny if you watch the original television series. When you're in Adama's ready room or whatever, his quarters, you can see they have the actual studio filming miniature sitting there on his desk.
In the last episode, yeah.
Yeah, I got the box set. You can, especially when they do the episodes with Pegasus came back.
Right.
You
That's
see a better shot to that model.
Old Lloyd Bridges.
Yep. Lloyd Bridges. Looks like Chuck made it back.
Chuck, how's it going? Can you hear us now? It looks like you're moving a little bit better.
Yeah, I can hear you guys, but my mic sucks.
That's better than what's before.
Well, we can hear you pretty good. I like the ME-109 hanging on the wall in the background.
Thanks. That's a balsa kit.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Let's fly.
You build a lot of planes, Chuck?
Yeah, here and there.
Okay. What kind of sci-fi stuff interests you? Are you working on any Star Trek stuff?
Yeah, actually, I just got the 1350 refit, and I've been, watching your videos and doing some of the mods that you're doing. I'm just waiting on parts, money to get parts.
Okay. Well, that's a fun kit to work on. Set some good amount of time aside for it, Chuck. It'll take some time.
Oh yeah, it's going to take a while. I got a little piece done.
Oh yeah, yeah, the office lounge. That looks really nice. Hold it up a little bit higher, Chuck. There you go. Hey, that looks nice and clean. Good job.
Nice, yes.
I love that 70s bright orange upholstery too.
Yeah, I was trying to match it with what looks in there. It looks like kind of like salmon pink.
Yeah. Yep. That looked good.
Yeah, my dad had a
Getting ready to start the shuttle bay next.
Yeah, that's that photo etch kit that they make for that really makes that thing pop.
Yeah, I just got the revised set from called TV Man for the 350.
Yep. It's a nice set.
Hey, boy, you ever watched the TV series Ultraman?
I've heard of it, Eric, but I can't say I'm a fan. No, I may have seen it, but just didn't realize what it was. Is that the old? Is he like the giant robot guy or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
that was Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. I remember Ultraman. Yeah, long when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think instead of buying one of those models that they have for the ships now, because they really are bad. I'm thinking about even getting a Lockheed, one of those Lockheed Lightning ship like Amelia Earhart. Flew as a fuselage and just built the wings of it, or take a C3 and use that haul.
A while back, I looked around for a nice model kit of a Lockheed Electra, and they're actually pretty hard to find, like the one that Earhart flew. I've always thought that was a pretty little airplane, and they're actually kind of a hard kit to find.
Oh yeah, especially
Anything that's any decent scale, besides like being really small. But
yeah, you gotta
you don't need those small models. I don't like any small models anymore.
Yeah.
The problem is I like to build the big ones, but I've got nowhere to put them.
You should build
Wait for you to build
25.
that Bandai Star Destroyer that they were showing in that All Japan show video.
Oh man, Bob, I want that model real bad. I know Bandai is going to do a good job with that. Everybody's worried about it. They're going to have some kick-ass models. But Bandai models I've built are all nice kits.
The only one I saw there that wasn't real impressed was the smaller X-Wing. It looked a little toy-like, but it may just be a pre-production sample too.
Right. Give me just a second, guys. I think Jeremy's here. Be right back.
All right.
The Dean family has a long history of doing things their own way. In fact, each every problem being given twice as long as we had on fire.
Pick this up here. This is going to be a fun build. You guys see one of these, you ought to snag onto it. It's a really nice kit. It's super detailed.
Which kit?
It's the Polar Lights one, the Snap kit.
The Snap kit.
Huh.
The old
What?
Herbie.
Herbie.
Herbie the Love Bug.
53 Herbie. Oh man. Let me tell you what I'm going to do to Herbie. I'm going to top the top, back up the back.
That's a nice size.
It is.
Put the exhaust down on the side.
It's really detailed. Got the full underbody, the full motor carriage, that unit module for the motor and the whole works. The only thing it doesn't come with is it has stickers instead of decals. But I found a set of those for $2. Set of waterside decals, and I'm just going to scan them in, and anybody that wants them can download them and print them themselves. But yeah, it's a real I got it for 17 bucks. And it's really, really nice. There's some of the motor parts there. I know they're all black. You can hardly see it. But they don't make this one anymore either. But you should be able to find it fairly cheap, and it's a really nice kit.
So that one doesn't come with Lindsay Lohan?
No, this is the original Herbie.
Ah,
Come with her.
the heck was his name?
I don't remember.
Herbie.
Pictures on the back of the box.
Oh, I mean Herbie, the actor that was.
Oh.
I don't remember. It doesn't say on
It's
here.
on the tip of my tongue.
And the girl that was in there, I don't remember either. But yeah, it's a really nice kit, and they're not expensive. They're out of production, but they're not hard to find. And it's really got nice detail on it. That's one of those things you can knock out on one of them cold winter days we're gonna have coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
And you're snowed in up to your eyeballs.
I got one thing to do on cold winter days: sleep and watch movies. I hate cold weather.
Yeah, if we get the ones like they're talking about, we're gonna be in for 2 or 3, 4 days at a time, and only watch so many movies before you start getting antsy. You gotta do something.
Dean Jones and Michelle Lee.
Silly.
Yeah, and Buddy Hackett.
Oh, heck, yeah.
Yeah, just go to IMDb.
And it's got rubber tires and a nice chrome on it for the hubcaps and the interior, everything you'd want on it. I got it for 17 bucks.
Can't beat that.
I know I was crying about paying $10 for a model. I don't know. It's just that back when I used to buy a whole lot of model kits, I just remember how good the prices used to be. You know, guys.
Oh, I know that Monogram B29 that I bought when I was a kid. I paid $19.99 for it. That's 48 scale one. It's still not an expensive kit, but I thought that was a lot.
Oh yeah.
Well, even the Star Trek Cadet series.
They got to mow lawns for 3 weeks to make enough money for that one.
I remember when you could buy car kits for like $5. You could go around the house and collect change to buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You used to go to the drugstore and get them for $1.99.
Yeah, the 5 and 10.
Little Matchbox cars and the car kits and what was the other one? Road King, something like that. They had like 6 parts in them. But
It's like on this Enterprise V. I bought this, let's see, September 16th, 92. I
You
paid
got one original.
$14.50 for it.
You got one of the originals then.
It ain't clear though.
Yeah, that's one of the originals.
Yeah.
was that the fiber optic one, or did you get? Or,
No. I got that one, but it's in pieces.
that
I had
clear plastic parts.
What was that, Bob?
The fiber optic one comes with the clear plastic facades and engine parts.
Really?
Yeah.
But you can also get those.
Doesn't, I got some.
You can get those too at Darn Like Magics.
You talking for just the engine themselves?
The engine, the little clear grill on the side.
These are
And,
colors, reds and blues already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get a whole nice lighting setup for Don's Like Magic. All the clear pieces you need.
Oh, this one came with clear pieces. Yeah, it's all there in clear.
Oh, okay.
These are actually colored.
Yeah, his is already.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be really nice.
If you want them, you're welcome to them. I'll send them to you.
Really? Is that?
Yeah,
I mean, we'll have to work something out. I rather trade than somebody just give me something. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever you want. The only part of this kit I'm going to use is the saucer.
What are you
Now the
gonna do
front end
with
of the cells are blue also.
The front ones, no, they're red.
Oh, okay.
They're down here.
Nice.
What you planning on
There's
doing with
one of
that
them right
saucer there, Bob?
The Viridian 3 diorama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still got both red ones. I see one. Let me see if the other one's in there. Yeah, blue ones I never even opened.
How'd you come across those parts for the D there, Bob?
I bought the original fiber optic kit, and it came with a little drill and stuff. And I drilled about 3 holes, and the drill broke. And I got pissed off and threw the thing in the corner and never touched it again.
Really?
You can still get that kit too.
Yeah, I know all the blue. I see all the blue ones. I may only have one. Let me see. I may only have one red piece.
I didn't even think to look about aftermarket parts for this thing.
There's a really good one called Tetrion Parts. He does a better back of the neck. It has an accurate impulse engine that's accurate to the 8-foot studio model. If you guys are ever doing the whole shift, it's called TetrionParts.ca, I think. He also does that little window that they missed on the AM2 model that's just in front of the captain's yacht. And then there's something else. There's a little generation. There's like these little parts in the generation version of the model that go on the warp nacelles. So he's got all that. Then he has some little replacement parts for the 11000 refit, like the more detailed bridge and impulse engine, stuff like that.
Wow.
So I haven't bought for them yet, but they look really cool. I just haven't got around to those models yet.
Yeah, there's the 2 Battlestar collectors in the clear red.
Ooh.
And then all the impulse, the side one's in the clear blue. The one that's got a crack in it, but it'd be easy to glue. The blue parts I never even took out of the bag.
Nice. Very nice.
But yeah, if you want them, you're welcome.
The drill just cracked?
The only part I'm using is the saucer.
Hey, Bob, is that the grill that's cracked on a warp engine?
It's
grill?
The one that's broken right at the back end of the cell where it curves around.
Yeah.
It popped off.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's a serious manufacturing defect. It's like almost every kit that sold had the same problem.
So it's got the clear blue deflector in it, and you got the 4 side pieces. It's got 2 blue. Looks like the 2 of the impulse engines, maybe. Yeah, so you're welcome to it if you want it.
Well, if you can come up with an idea what I might be able to send you, I don't have much, but about a few bucks.
Hey, Bob, how about Stinger?
Stinger's been sold there, bud.
Oh, they cheap on the internet. Sold one for $7.
A Stinger? Bob, you think about doing a Stinger?
No, I got more stuff on my plate than I know what to do with right now. I've been planning this diorama for about 1.5 years now. Yeah, I got all those clear parts. I'll send them to you, no problem.
Cool.
Yeah, you gonna have Troy at the control?
How's that, Eric?
I was wondering if he's gonna have Troy at the control.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Viridian 3 crash, yeah. But I made it. No, that's a joke I used to make. Is every time I let a woman drive the spaceship, it got tore up.
Now, I remember Kirk did a little damage to One Enterprise himself. Did you hear?
I'll show you these other little parts. They were what they were. They sat inside the nacelles, and they were little mounts to hold the lights up. And they're clear blue too. You can use them or don't use them. But I'll toss them in there.
Cool. I'll contact you later on in the week.
No problem.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I hope I didn't miss anything yet. Jeremy's here with us now.
Oh, you missed all kinds of good stuff.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah, we did a few
You
trades.
missed out.
I just wanted to say I see Clarence Smith has checked in. He says hello to everybody. Clarence is a regular viewer here, and he also watches our Model Shop guys pretty regularly. So we got another episode coming up this week, Clarence, episode 11. Got some cool stuff to show on Saturday night.
Oh, speaking of the model shop guys, it was so funny. I'd showed you you Boyd to my boss, and he's like, "You're the Bob Ross of model making," and then you make that Ross comment, and it was so meta and self-referential. I was like, "Whoa!"
Instead of Rusty the Squirrel, it's got Sir Sans a lot.
Yeah. When I was doing the weathering on that sub, when I was going around trying to think about where I wanted to put rust on it, I totally thought of Bob Ross when he was doing his paintings, and he'd say, "Oh yeah, this happy little, let's see, we'll put a happy little tree branch over here, and it has a couple little happy leaves on it. Oh yeah, that looks good. He lives over here, and then, oh yeah, let's do a little cloud up here. You know, just do whatever you feel like doing. You know, whatever you feel like comes natural." And that's exactly what he used to say. I used to love listening to that guy. If you were in a tensed out mood, you were definitely mellow by the time you got done watching his episodes.
Oh, he's a mellow guy, all right.
I was too young to be smoking what he was smoking.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, though, the guy had talent to take a blank like that in a 20-minute long show and turn it into something like that. And his
without
artwork,
a picture or anything.
yeah, his artwork is worth a lot of money now. So
Yeah.
he did pretty well.
He inspired generations of people.
Boy, this thing about how much your models are going to be worth once you're gone.
Oh, I don't think it'll ever be Bob Ross material.
You're an artist too.
Yeah, well, everybody is that builds models.
Yeah, it's going to be worth a few dollars more.
It's a good movie.
Which one?
For a few dollars more.
Oh, that's one of my favorite. Love Clan. Been trying to catch him in that TV series Rawhide.
Oh yeah, man, that's going back a ways.
Yeah, he was really young.
1950s.
Yeah. 2 mules for Sister Sarah. That's the one I like.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what Clint Eastwood's very first movie role was? The first time he ever appeared on the big screen?
Oh, we talked
I
about it.
thought it was Tarantula.
It is Tarantula. You're right. Tag gets the prize. He was a jet pilot that came in at the very end to take it out when it was getting too close to Las Vegas or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen that.
Oh, you talking about the original black and white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, from like 1955, something like that.
Yeah, because that's when, you know, after they exploded the bomb, man, all those movies of, you know, radioactive things killing other things started hitting like gangbusters.
What you hold up there, Chuck?
A light test for Viper Mark 7.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
It's kind of crazy rig. I got a little crystal from the craft store, and put it in a piece of straw with a LED crammed up in there. And it actually looks pretty good. I think it'll look really great if I get the photo etch grills for it.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yep, that little dollar store stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be found at the dollar store. All kinds of places. That little item that Bob was talking about a minute ago, that you can find stuff like that at Walmart too. I mean, it doesn't have to always be from the hobby store, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm actually going to light this whole model with a little set of battery-powered LED rice lights I got at the Dollar General store for like $2.
Right. Good stuff.
Whole string for for like $2, 10 on a string. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Gotta look for those bargains.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys, well, I've got about 20 minutes to 10. I think we're going to call this one a wrap. I had a great time talking to you guys tonight. Thanks for coming on with us and sharing your work and your building tips and tricks with our audience. We really appreciate it. Back again next week on our usual day and time at Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Central Time. And I want to remind everybody that we're doing our Sci-Fi Model Action European Hangouts on Sundays at 2 o'clock Central Time, USA. And, oh, what do you got there, Chuck? Let's look at that before we go. I saw a Klingon ship.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Yeah, it's just a kit that I built, and that's actually got the really cheap lights in it. It's battery powered. It's like 4.5 volt battery pack just stuck right in the bottom of the stock base.
That's nice. Beautiful. That's the Katinga?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. Well, again, thanks for showing up, everybody. We appreciate it. And again, don't forget to check out our European Hangouts on Sundays at 2 o'clock with your hosts. They're switching hosts between Liam Dillon and Craig Kerr every other week. So they had a great turnout for Liam's hangout that he did last Sunday. So keep it up, guys. We appreciate you coming. We'll see you next time, everybody. Good night and happy modeling.
See you.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night.
Live long and prosper.